Paid online courses are one of my favorite business models. I've made tens of millions of dollars myself selling my own courses online for many years now. And I'm not the only one. There are thousands of people profiting off of their very own online courses. And today, I'm going to share 5 examples of exactly how they pulled this off and how they made so much darn profit. Now, the first case study is refactoring UI with Adam. And here we can see that he made quite a lot of money with this, 2.5 million as a solo founder. But before he was running these multi-million-dollar business launches, he was a 2-time college dropout. This is from Indie Hackers. We're reviewing the Indie Hackers case study, so full credit to them. Back in 2016, he launched a little book on programming. And that book sold for $29. So he sold training about how to be a programmer, and then he had an upsell. It was a $135 upsell, which was a course that was kind of taking the concepts in the book and taking them to the next level. He was hoping that on launch he would make $5,000 and instead pulled in 28 grand on one day of the launch. And within his first 3 days, he made $61,000 in total sales. And this launch convinced him to quit his job, and now he works full-time on just releasing these education products. One of his next projects was a course called Refactoring UI, which is all about the user interface, UI, so teaching programmers and developers how to create basically web pages and user interfaces. And now he made nearly $1 million in the first month of launching that course. So what can we learn from Adam and his courses? Well, you can follow his use of what's called a tripwire. Now, just to define that better for you, a tripwire is a low-priced offer designed to attract potential customers and convert them into leads so that they could become interested in buying more expensive products from you later. That $29 training turned into a $135 complete course. Again, the way to kind of get their foot in the door and get a new lead coming in. Case study number 2 is selling courses using Google Sheets. So this is from Ben Collins. You can see here this case study is again courtesy of Growth in Reverse. So he began his career as a high caliber data scientist. So he was in data science and he was working with large companies and all of their sensitive financial information. But now he's making way more money selling courses on how to use Google Sheets of all things. So he offers a variety of different services, but his primary income is from the courses that he sells to people on his site. He offers 12 different courses. They range from $99 up to $199, and he even has some that he gives away for free. Now, in addition to these 12 courses that he sells, he does a training course, like a challenge where he actually takes in groups of students and take them through training. And when he does that, he charges almost $1,600 per person. And he's made over $120,000 from doing those 2 little classes. So one of the biggest growth strategies that he had was offering free courses to people as a way to grow his list. We've talked about this quite a lot on the channel of making free courses that you give away. And here, Ben is proving this to be true because he gave away free courses to build a list of over 50,000 subscribers. But what happened here? He kept selling them more and more and more courses. And I think people have the false idea that if you give a course away for free, that those people won't buy more courses from you. They will. And Ben is living proof of that. So you could do this as a strategy in launching your own courses. Release a smaller free course or a low price course, and then you use that as a lead magnet to grow your email list. So this is something that you could actually do very easy using some of my tools. I mean, I have a product called PushButton AI, and it actually builds these at the push of a button. Basically, the entire business model that Ben did here, PushButton AI can create your entire business at the push of a button. So I can talk more about that a little later in the video, but you can set that up where you give courses away and then charge money for more courses afterward. And that's what he did here. So you can see here, his primary thing is of making money is all right here in digital courses. Now, case study number 3 is all about someone named Parker Worth, who launched his first $22,000 course. It was a really interesting case study. Let's take a look. So this is courtesy of First Class Founders, who has an interesting newsletter on Beehive, but they did a case study about Parker. Parker went from a high school dropout with a troubled past to a $22,000 course launch. So he had this to say about his past. I had no direction. I wasn't interested in school. And yeah, I just pretty much was like scraping parking lots for change, eating chicken fingers out of garbage cans, and it was rough. Now, obviously, you can see he's going through better days, and I'm sure Parker is a lot happier now that he launched this and made 22 grand just with the launch, and it's a course about storytelling. Here's Parker's website. Find out more if you're interested in storytelling and how to write and craft a good story. He has a 6-step process that he used for creating his course. Let's go through it here. Step 1, identify the exact language, meaning the kind of words that people use and the way they communicate about their problems in your niche. Step 2 is to use that language that you learn about how your audience talks about their problems. So you might survey people or ask people and find out more about how do they actually speak about their problems. And now, step 3, you create a product that solves these problems or provides some help to achieve their goals. And you do that again, using that same language. You look for the key things they say and what they're looking for, and you use that to create your course, which goes to step 4, which is to beta test the product. So you get a small group of customers and maybe you give it away for free or at a big discount to get some feedback from them so that you can now improve your product. It's a beta, so you can get feedback, make the product even better, which takes us on to step 5, which is to hype up the product like there's no tomorrow, meaning just spread the word everywhere, tell everyone. And then moving on to step 6, which was to rely on friends and associates and people that you can get to support and promote you for your launch. Now, the crazy thing is, at the time he launched his course on storytelling, he had a little newsletter. He had about 500 subscribers. He didn't have courses. He didn't have tons of experience. And here's what he had to say about launching from that. I wanted to monetize, and I didn't know exactly what to do. So I was like, I'm just going to launch a product. Just Hail Mary and see what happens. And it was funny. I only had like 500 newsletter subscribers. And it was like, I know I talk to friends and they're like, yeah, you don't have a lot of subs. Don't expect 5 figures or anything like that. So he proved them wrong. He went on to launch his product and be quite successful. Case study number 4. That is Miss Excel. And Miss Excel has made over $2 million selling courses on, you guessed it, how to use Microsoft Excel. So it doesn't even have to use her own name. So she's just put a pen name as Miss Excel, otherwise known as Kat Norton. So she's been able to pull in over $2 million a year. This is her case study from Growth in Reverse. Now, her story is super interesting because she was able to grow her audience fast. So what she did is she leveraged TikTok. So she used TikTok to launch and grow her business. Just her 3rd week on the platform, she hit over 100,000 subscribers. Now, her 20th video on the channel got 3.6 million views. This gives you an idea of how it can go. Things can take off like this. And there are so many success stories like this in social media where striking at the right time, the right place, maybe even a little bit of luck, and then boom, you see this massive success. Her story definitely isn't typical, but it does go to show you how short form content, like on platforms like TikTok, and also Instagram and even YouTube now, if you do it right, you can get a massive audience much faster than you can on other platforms. Like here on YouTube, where I'm starting to build an audience, it's a slow grind. So doing long form content takes a lot of time commitment, a lot of effort, but perhaps on short form, if you want to use TikTok and Instagram and places like that, you can get massive audience growth. But what's even more interesting is how she used webinars to sell her courses to people. In fact, one of her webinars was able to bring in over $100,000 in just one day. And this is incredible, really, if you think about it. She just went from jumping on TikTok and teaching people about Excel to a multi-million-dollar brand. Now, I really like this part of her story because, of course, I'm a huge fan of webinars. I've used them myself to make tens of millions of dollars. They're an amazing way to sell your digital products. But that's a story for another day. Maybe we'll do some training on the channel about how to craft a winning webinar. We'll see. If that's something that's interesting to you, drop me a comment below. Would you like to learn how to craft a winning webinar to sell products like this. If there's enough interest, enough comments on the channel, then we'll add that to our content lineup. Moving on to our fifth and final case study of the day. That is how to make $300,000 a year with a blog and a course. Courtesy of Scott Max, this is a case study that he did. Last year, Lauren, who's a former tax accountant, she raked in almost $400,000 from her blog. Her blog is all about how to launch a blog. So she got a blog about how to blog. And the income from her blog comes from a combination. She does affiliate marketing and she has courses to sell. But what's most impressive about her brand is that she's been able to build her list to over 100,000 subscribers using a free course that she built and gives away. So this is a strategy that we've talked about quite a lot on the channel and is something that is incredibly valuable as a business model. And that is giving away courses for free or at a low price to attract subscribers and leads and then sell more stuff to that audience. You can see she did this exceptionally well to the tune of making 6 figures a year just from a blog about how to blog. Kind of meta there. And it goes to the credit of how powerful this strategy really is. So here is her site, and you can see here she is selling a course about how to blog. So here's a bundle of courses that she sells about how to blog with all of that comes included. And so you can see here, this is a higher ticket one. This is a bundle of all her stuff for $7.97. But that's not the only course. You can see here that there are other ones. Like here's one about driving traffic with Pinterest, which is a topic I'm very interested in. So this is her course about that. And let's see how much that is. That's $197. So, and then she has, of course, her free courses on top of that. I recommend you create courses as a core part of your business model. Whether you're using a course as a lead magnet, so you can attract leads and subscribers and get them to join your list so you can sell them more stuff. Whether your business is selling physical products, selling services, maybe you're a marketing agency, whatever it might be, you need a course. You really do. And so I recommend giving it away for free. And then on top of that, you can sell more courses to that same audience like you see Lauren doing in this case study. Now, if you need help building and creating courses, that's where I come in. I can actually help you with that. So in addition to lots of training on my channel, you can follow the channel, subscribe to the channel down below, go check out a lot of the training. And I teach a lot about how to use AI to make courses and to build websites and to do what Lauren did. But I also have a push button solution. That's called PushButton AI. And so if that's something you are interested in, it can literally create your courses, launch your website, launch your shopping cart, write your sales pages, everything that you saw that Lauren has there to have her in business, it will make for you. You just answer 2 questions, you tap a button, and off you go. And the system will build it all. It'll help you register a great domain name, launch your business, and then you can choose to either give that course away for free or charge money for it. But it takes all the difficult stuff, the stuff that used to cost $10,000 to get a professional course created, design your sales pages, set up your website, do all the tech stuff, buy the plugins and the themes and get it all going. It does all of that for you, literally at the push of a button. If you'd like to get a demo, right now, PushButton AI at the time of recording this is closed to the public, but we will give you a demo and possibly invite you in. If it's a good fit, if it's a tool that you think you can use to help you build your first business or grow your existing business, we'll invite you in and you can get a chance to join our early access program. But you'll need to go now. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to get your free demo. Now, when you go there, you'll need to put in your name and email. On the next page, you'll need to schedule your appointment. Make sure you schedule your appointment in the calendar. We'll jump on Zoom. We'll do a live demo. We'll even help you figure out if you're not sure what kind of course to make or what niche to go into, we'll help you with that. And as a free gift for showing up to the demo and going through it, we'll create a complimentary marketing plan and give it to you, personalized for you. It'll show you exactly what to do to launch your new business and to get the maximum amount of traffic and sales flooding in the door. It's totally free. My gift for saying thanks for joining us and doing a demo. Again, to get that, go to pushbutton.ai/demo. You put in your name and email. Make sure on the second page you click and book your appointment. You must book in the calendar in order to get that demo and the free marketing plan that we're going to create for you. And I hope this video was useful for you. If it was, make sure you tap the subscribe and the like button you'll see down there. We release content like this all week long, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye for now. So for those of you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top. Everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video. And the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business.